Hi guys, it's Jennifer with JENN-Menship Tools coming back at you tonight, just like we said, hanging out in my jammies and gonna do a little short book review so far. Now, let me bring you down so I can show you the book that I'm talking about. Okay, now, what I've started reading is called Blessings in Disguise by Nancy Mehl, M-E-H-L. Okay, I'm going to read to you what it says. It says it's a Sugar Creek Amish mystery. Now, okay, it says meet Cheryl Cooper, who left a banking job in Columbus, Ohio, to run a gift shop, the Swiss Miss in Sugar Creek, while her aunt Mitzi fulfills an overseas missionary call. Cheryl is just getting over a bad breakup with her longtime fiance and is looking forward to the slower pace among the Amish community. But as she explores a neighboring corn maze, she overhears a man's menacing voice making serious threats. Upon her return from the unsettling experience, Cheryl discovers an ominous note and then a foreboding message in a Bible. Were they written by the same person she overheard in the maze? Cheryl joins forces with Naomi Miller, the woman who supplies the Swiss Miss with homemade treats, to find out the answers. But can they catch the culprit before his frightening intimidations are carried out? Okay, now, this is through guidepost.org. As I've said before, I only enjoy books that are clean, wholesome, I guess you would say. I don't like a book that has foul language. I don't like a book that has a lot of sex or innuendos. I am an old-fashioned girl, and I am not knocking anyone with what they like. Everybody has their own opinions and differences, and that is good. You do you. But for me, I don't like scary. I don't like sci-fi. My favorite genre is Christian romance, because even though I am alone at this point in my life, does not mean I do not believe that there is true love out there. I do believe that God has someone for everyone, and just sometimes in our honest life, our picker's broke, so to speak. I've only gotten up to chapter 3, but I would like to share a couple things with you. Let me see. One of the things is just a sentence from chapter 1, page 7. And it's a sentence that I've been told many, many times in my life in various forms, I guess. And it says, let me give you a backdrop. The Amish woman, Naomi Miller, is giving the new shopkeeper, Cheryl, a gift. Okay, she's giving her 2 jars of strawberry jam that she made. And Cheryl is refusing the gift. She's like, I can't refuse it. I'm happy to pay for it. And Naomi frowns and she says, Cheryl, you should never turn down a gift. You stop the hand of God, which is God, and you rob the giver of a blessing. Being raised by my grandmother after my mother's death, and at that point I didn't have my father in my life, being raised with her, many a times she had to remind me of this, especially in my life as a young adult, because I love to give to people. I make and sell all kinds of jewelry, but I give away as much as I sell. I make and do crafts, but I give away a lot. It just blesses me. It makes me feel so good to give someone something. But yet, so many times, I have a hard time accepting a gift, accepting a blessing. And I have to be thumped on the head almost to remember, wait a minute, that phenomenal feeling that I get to experience when I give someone a gift and a blessing, I'm robbing the person who's trying to bless me of that same feeling. And that's wrong. So next time someone tries to give you a gift, whether it's a tiny trinket, whether it's whatever, from the smallest thing to the largest thing, it comes from the heart. And next time they are trying to bless you, just gracefully and graciously say thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Thank you for blessing me, because you're blessing them in return. And then there's one more thing I wanted to find back again. Was well, I'm having a hard time finding it. But regardless, I can just tell you, they talk about in the book, just like I said, I've only gotten to chapter 3 so far. But they talk about all the homemade things. And Cheryl finds this Bible, and, well, a customer brings it up to the counter and wants to pay for it. And she's like, I don't know. I think somebody may have left it here or something. I can't really sell it. And he's like, well, if you find out who made the cover, you need to carry these, because it was such a beautiful leather cover. It was very intricate, however you pronounce that word. I'm sorry. And long story short, it's connected to Naomi Miller, who, as the back of the synopsis says, she's going to play an integral part in the story with Cheryl, trying to solve this mystery. But there's all kind of items that show up that don't have a price. They've never seen them before, but people are bringing them to the counter wanting to purchase them. And then some of the things that her kitty cat Bo does, B-E-A-U, Bo, are quite comical. And so she apparently is an animal lover. So far, although I've never read anything by this Nancy Mehl, M-E-H-L, I'm probably murdering her name and I apologize. I like it. And I'm going to read some more and get back with you and tell you how it's going. So for that, I just want to say good night to everyone. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Remember to thank God for something today, tomorrow, and yesterday. And remember that He loves you, and I do too. And if nobody told you today just how special and important you are, I'm telling you now. You are special, you are important, you are valued, and you are worthy. Good night.